Hey, howdy, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Gray. If you're not, welcome back. Now, if over the last 12 years, like myself, you've been very F-Mow-pilled, as the kids say, you would have seen My Street. I started watching My Street when it wasn't even My Street yet. So within this video, we're going to be doing a tier list of every My Street character and season because today, the 23rd of November, is the 10th anniversary of it. Now, I said 12 years, I was a challenge accepted watcher, but that's unimportant for today. So we have this tier list. Someone else made this. I just added E and F because I hate some characters. Specifically, this was made by, I cannot see who it's made by, but I will make sure to link this down below. Super quickly want to pop in here and say that there is a bit of a spoiler warning. I will be talking about like all aspects of My Street, including spoilers. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. For everybody to enjoy. Now ignore the ads. I don't care about them. You shouldn't either. Alright, they're in alphabetical order. Don't worry, I'll let you know everyone's name as we go. Of course, now, if you know me personally, you'll know that Aaron is actually my favorite character in My Street. I believe his growth is just insane, and how much he's willing to do is incredible. So, of course, we're going to give my man the S tier. Now, Abby. Abby, if you had watched Minecraft Diaries, is Jeffrey's daughter. Jeffrey is on this list. She's in like 2 episodes in season 1. She's being babysat by Caitlin usually, and I believe she's at the Christmas party. No, wait, scratch that. She was not. Jeffrey came. Abby did not. Aphmau offered to babysit Abby. I just rewatched all this because the new season comes out possibly tonight. Possibly not tonight. Hopefully tonight. So I'm gonna actually put Abby in C. I have really no strong feelings about her. I think in season 2 of Diaries, she is shown to be a lot cooler. Agent R. I absolutely love Agent R. I think he's one of the coolest characters. I'm so glad they incorporated him into the actual My Street season and not just into Falcon Claw University, which I love Falcon Claw University. We're going to get into the ranking of the seasons in a little bit. That might be controversial, I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to put Agent R in a solid A tier. Alex. If you don't remember Alex, Alex was one of these little minions with Lilith or Lily, whatever she went by. So we're gonna pop Alex into D. I didn't love her at all. Alex the dog. Remember, if we watch the holiday little episodes in between season 3 and 4, we get introduced to the dog. We also see him at the end of season 4. The dog should be dead. That was also brought up in the Everything Wrong with My Street video, but I'm glad Aaron gets his dog back because it gets to show a little bit of that kind of softer side of Aaron and Derek. We're gonna put the dog. I can't dress up putting an animal anything under like B. Antonio. Antonio is from Falcon Claw University. He was not super prominent in it. I believe he's shown in Graduation Days, and then he's shown I think once or twice in the full season. Again, it's like Abby, I don't love or hate Antonio. Aphmau. Aphmau is our main character. I think Aphmau's grown a lot. I'm really glad Aphmau got her moments to shine in the wonderful season that was When Angels Fall, and I'm glad she got to show a lot of growth throughout the entire series. She is not my favorite the way Aaron is, but she is an absolutely A-tier character. I love how she's written. I love how strong she is. Balto, that's this guy. Balto was the kind of rival to Aaron within, that whole Aaron doesn't want to be the alpha, but they're in the werewolf class. But Balto was the original alpha, so he kind of is fighting Aaron the entire rest of season 1 off screen. So we're gonna just pop Balto. I don't hate Balto. I don't love Balto. In Diaries, he's kind of a dick as well, but that's just how it goes. I want to put him in D because he is kind of the villain. Betty! I love Betty. Betty, I think, is so funny. She's so relatable. I think just being such a hungry individual myself, I love how into snacks she is. I love her hair. It's such a cute mix of that pastel purple and pink. I think she's a funny character, and for that, I'm putting her in A. Blaze. Now, again, if you me personally, I love Blaze. He's one of my favorite all-time characters. I really love the werewolves. I just wish they were not treated like dogs, because they do make that very apparent they don't like that. But Jess and Jason still kind of write them like dogs, and it's like, why write them not liking being treated that way and then treat them that way? It's weird, and I wish they were treated a little better. But Blaze, I'm actually going to put an A. I think him comforting Aphmau in those moments in the kind of middle dimension, it's great. Brendan is an incredible character in Diaries, but in My Street we see him maybe 4 times and he's just kind of being creepy. So we're gonna put Brendan in D tier. Cadenza. I love Cadenza. I wish she was used so much more. She is an incredibly strong female character. I love in Diaries how she takes over the entire village. So a lot of my decisions are influenced by Diaries, I'm not gonna lie, but I was one of those kids who was watching Diaries first, and then I got this little, somehow, somewhat slice of life, My Street. But Cadenza's great. I'm gonna put her in B just because she's not really known. She's just there. Caleb is a baby. It's Lawrence and Cadenza's younger brother. I have no real opinions of Caleb. It's kind of like Abby. So I'm going to put him in C. Kathy. Hot take. I loved Kathy's character and how it was revealed that she was the one sending the notes and she was insane about Aaron. I thought that was so well done because you do see those pieces like fitting in together if you rewatch it. Like, oh yeah, why was she so weird about this moment? I love Kathy's design. I think she's a terrible character, obviously, terrible person. So she's not going to go high, high, high. But this is my personal opinions, and I do think she's really good as a bad guy. It felt like the first time, like, what? That came out of nowhere. But watching it again, it was like, oh, there were so many seeds were planted that she was like this. So I'm actually going to put her in B. Celestia. Where the hell is Celestia? First of all. Second of all, love Celestia. I love that she prefers Aaron. I think that's such a funny dynamic, especially because she is Aphmau's dog. That's just, I get that. I have a cat, and he prefers one of my best friends over me all the time. If I walk in with my friend, he runs straight to my friend instead of me, which hurtful. But I'm gonna put Cadenza in, or sorry, that is Celestia. That was a full brain fart. Chad. Oh, I love Chad. He was Principal Chad, then he was Mayor Chad. I think he is one of the funniest characters because he's just so weird. I believe that he is well voiced. I'm gonna put him in C though because we don't really see a lot of him. Damien. Damien is like introduced for 4 minutes in the actual season 3 of. Well, no, he's kind of in a lot of it. Of season 3 of My Street, which is Lover's Lane, and then they break up in the off season so that Jess can set up Zane Chan, which that's fine. I'm not a huge Zane Chan supporter. I preferred Dante and Kawhi Chan, or I guess Donna, because her name is Nana. In Diaries, I thought that was a dynamic you didn't expect to see. That was like, oh, actually, they work super well together because he's very down to earth. She's very positive and excitable. But I get the grumpy sunshine thing. But Damien, I'm gonna put. I thought Damien was a good character. They just didn't have a lot of chemistry. So I'm gonna put Damien in C because I don't really care about him. Daniel, I love Daniel. I think he's such a sweetie pie. Not one of my favorites, but he's great. I love Your Pal Ross. I watched him for years. I love that he voices Daniel. I love that he's back voicing Daniel. So I'm actually gonna put Daniel in A tier. Dante. This is a controversial opinion, but I actually really, really love Dante, and people are so negative about him all the time, and I really don't get it. But he's great, and he's funny, and sure, the cheating thing. But look, I don't support cheating at all. He did try, and Nicole is scary. But no, cheating's unexcusable. Much as I love him, I'm gonna have to put him in B for that. So I was gonna put him in A. Derek. Terrible father, great character, but in the end he does redeem himself. I love Derek. I love the Lycan family. That is no secret. I'm gonna put Derek in A. Diana. Again, a shock to some people. I really like Diana. I really like Diana. I really liked Ken. I hope we see Ken in this list. I believe we do. Dottie. I love Dottie. Again, the werewolf trio is probably all going to be in this little list here. Dr. Daniel's mom. See. Again, we really know maybe three things about her. It's that she's a doctor, she's Daniel's mom, and she saves Garth. Those are the three things we really know about her. But she's still cool. I really like her. Ian. Ian is an incredible villain. I love the villains in Diaries. Zane's my favorite character because of how malicious he is. I think it's very funny that Ian has such a grudge against Aaron because he beat him in a fight literally once. And that is really funny to me. People are really not going to like my placement because there's a big movement of he's the bad guy now. Don't care. Great villain. Sue me. Eli the Third. Again, almost all the animals are go here. It's a cat. Jason refers to it as the ugly cat, which I think is very funny. Elizabeth. E. Caitlin's one of my favorite characters. She always has been. And the whole factor that this is Caitlin's mom, she kind of abandoned them. And also, she really hurt Eric a lot. Don't like that. Eric's my guy. Eric is my guy. I know I only have one character in S. That will change, I assure you all. Because I see him. Also, maybe Garte. No, I'm kidding. This I'm assuming would be Emmeline because it's Ghost. Ghost I think is very funny. Ghost is going in B2. Eric. S tier. Great father. I think he's so funny. He is super charming. I love that he kind of always knows what to say to make Sylvana happy because I love Sylvana. She is such a good character. And I'm glad she's out and about and has someone who likes her because we do get all those little sprinkles of them getting back together in Phoenix Drop High. Alrighty, Evan. I barely remember Evan. I think he is one of the werewolves that is running for Alpha during the whole Alpha thing where it's like Blade or I believe Ian wins in the end because Aaron tells her to pick him. Oh, that's Fenrir. Evan, don't know anything about him. I'm gonna put him in D because he's fine. Fenrir! I personally love Fenrir. I think he's so funny. He comes in and he's like, I don't know what to do. You're pretty, I guess. And then Blaze punches him out a window, which that's funny. I actually put Fenrir here because again, Diaries. Love Diaries. Alright, Garth. Garth over here. Up in S tier, I think Garth is an incredible character. He has his flaws, he grows from them, I believe. Out of him and Lawrence, he is truly the one that is most supportive of Aphmau finding love within Aaron, which I'm glad they wrote him better in accepting that than they did in Diaries, because low-key character assassination. I believe there's a bit of it here as well in Mystreet, because they just dumbed him down, because in Diaries he's a very intelligent, charismatic young man, and in Mystreet, as Jess describes him, he's kind of like Johnny Bravo. He just can't get the girl. But it's fine. I love Gareth. He's beautiful. I'm fine with him being a werewolf. I think it's very funny and makes sense for his strength. It could be easily explained why he's so strong if they keep him a werewolf. But it does endanger the Lycan family, obviously. Garte. This is, again, an opinion people don't really like. But Garte is B tier. Garte is, I think, very funny. I love that they chose a photo of him with the high definition shirt and the low quality beard. Garte made a lot of mistakes, but Garte the second, Derek called and said our kids are in danger, you need to get over here. Garte and Ziana flew the hell out. He, of course, spoiled Garth. He feels bad. I think he's a good man. He's at least trying to be. Gavin. Gavin, great character. I like that he looks out for Aaron. So for that, he's getting a B tier. Jean. Now, this is controversial, me to say. I don't love Jean. I think he is a funny character. I think Alejandro Saab does very well voicing him. I feel like he's very intelligent and all that. But I do not like how in season 3 he is so pushed onto Zane, and it's especially expected Zane to just forgive him and move on, when Jean did a lot to hurt Zane, and Jean did a lot to hurt Aphmau, and I believe Zane is allowed to hold that grudge. And while Zane is being weirdly possessive, he is, in his own words, looking out for her best interest because he does not trust Jean. And I think that is a valid thing that should have been allowed to happen, and they just made Zane the bad guy for not trusting someone after the amount of pain they caused them. And sometimes you're allowed to hold a grudge. You can forgive, but look, doesn't mean you have to trust him. So I'm actually putting Gene in C tier. Guy. Guy. Oh, Guy. I love Guy. He's so funny. I love that he makes the puns back. I love that it's all that. I was very upset seeing him on the dock scene be one of the people that was like had his little soul taken. That upset me deeply. So I'm actually gonna put him in B tier. Excuse me. Hala. I really don't know anything about Hala other than a few little snippets in videos and I guess just in the show itself. But I quite liked his character. I'm putting him in C, really know anything about him. Hyria for the same thing for Within Mystreet. We really don't know anything about her. Ivan, we never see where Ivan goes wrong. We know in like diaries he's like the warlock of it all and he's evil. But with Lucinda, he just eventually they break up and we don't really see why. They just reference him in bad light. And he's kind of a trickster, and that's like about it. So, I mean, honestly, E tier, because we don't really know. It's just he was kind of a dick for an episode or two, which I guess was funny, but like annoying, because that did not need to happen in the Halloween episode, because I love Halloween. Then we get to Ivy. I think Ivy's redemption within season 2, and I Love Paradise is my all-time favorite. I think that her coming back and apologizing, I love the whole thing with Gareth. So for that, she's gonna go in C tier, which I know a lot of the characters don't know a lot about is in there, but I think from her growth, from being such a jerk in high school to that, we're actually put her in B. Alright, what's his name? I think his name is Jax, and he's one of Ian's little lackeys, so he's going in E tier. Jeff was funny occasionally, he's gonna go there. Jeffrey! We're gonna scroll up, we're gonna pop Jeffrey in B tier. I don't know why Caitlin references all that Zane's done to Jeffrey in Mystreet. I know it's a reference to Diaries, because essentially it was supposed to be a weird little, oh, everybody's okay, we're all living on the same little block and we're all friends. But actually, there's nothing we see in, because Jeffrey was a senior when Caitlin was a sophomore, and Zane would have been a freshman. So there's nothing we see that Jeffrey does or Zane does to Jeffrey for Caitlin to be that negative to Zane in like Mystreet. So it's a little weird. I'd love to know what went on between the two of them. Believe her name is Jenna. She is the girl that Dante kind of started to like on Love Paradise. She's gonna go in B tier. I think she's fine. She was a good character. One of the first characters with kind of those like darker green, hazelish eyes. Loved to see it personally. Jenny, this is, I believe. Jenny, see, I find Jenny very annoying. It's just like, oh, just tell me that we're dating. Man literally does nothing to show that you're dating. He just said yes and then said wait, and then ran away from you. That, if I heard that, I would be like, oh, we're not dating. We're not together. So, girl, I get you like him, but like, let's take off the glasses and let's like look at the situation, because very obviously he was not into it. Now, this is like June, isn't it? From like I don't remember what June was in. I think she was in like maybe a few things. It was like the crush of Ryland. Is that it? Don't know anything about her. C tier. This is the little boy. His name is Juno. He was in Fungal University again. You don't really know anything about him. He's just kind of there. Then we have that's Casey. I like Casey. I think I love how he goes from being a tiny little guy to this big, strong kind of individual we see in like 2 episodes of Mystreet. I love in the flashback when Caitlin is released from the kind of hold of the potion, you see 3 faces in it, and one of them is Casey's, and it's the littlest one with her. And I think that's very cute that she does think of her family, and he's one of the faces she pictures. Kai. I also see that you people on F Twitter have been starting to get back into Kian. I've been the fucking captain of that ship since Kai and Ian's names were revealed. Because the two of them were revealed on. Actually, those need to be together. So glad y'all are hopping on the ship. But like Kai is super annoying, and I hate him in Starlight when he's like, I don't find her attractive anymore. She's like weird, bro. Shut up. Caitlin. Caitlin needs to learn how to express her feelings, but Caitlin is A tier completely. I love Caitlin. She is probably one of my favorite female characters of all time that Aphmau and the like cat faces ever made. I love that she's just a aggressive kind of tough girl. I think it's very fun that they put that together. Kawaii-chan. Kawaii-chan is B tier for me. I love her growth. I think she has so much more room to grow and show who she is, and I think that should be a valuable part of the next like 2 seasons that are coming out. And I love to see where she goes. I love her, but I just think there does need to be some change within her character, more than just the my name's Nana. Like, good, we know that. Let's learn a little more about you outside of like about your family. Let's see you grow away from still being a fangirl and invasive. Uh, this one, I forget her name. I think if I it's Kayla or Kaya. Believe it's like Kayla. We're gonna pop her in D. I found her pretty annoying. Just so you know, Nekawat's going right next to her. Uh, Ken, I thought Ken being a werewolf and hiding it because of the government was so funny. I'd love to see him come back in the next 2 seasons. I'd love to see Diana come back in the next 2 seasons. I thought he was so funny and he was such a ride or die for Diana. Diana, sorry, I said Diana. And I just think I'd love to see that he's still in this phase. Like he has not grown out of it. Because I think that'd be the funniest part if he's like, oh, you're gonna grow out of this one day, and he doesn't. Kim, if you did not watch the in-between seasons 3 and 4, you will not know her. Or know that she went from this little mousy thing to this brave and strong and courageous character that now is the magician or the witch of the group because Lucinda lost her magic. So, let's just hop into that because she's great. I love that she has Emmeline with her. Emmeline's one of my favorite characters in Diaries. I'm very glad Emmeline's back and she gets to let them know, like, oh, we have to go this way. Oh, we have to do this because she is the vessel for Emmeline to speak, and the two of them work really well together, and I do love how we get to see it. I hope we get her brown eyes back because if you've been watching any of the as the AF Twitter and internet has deemed it, or adults in the fandom, I guess, Coco Mao, she has blue eyes, which Kim does not have blue eyes. Kim has brown eyes. There's enough blue-eyed characters we can look at this whole thing, and there's plenty of blue-eyed girlies and boys. We need someone with some brown eyes, and I like to see that she has them. Kenmer. Kenmer is only in a few episodes in the kind of little Halloween special they do. I've always loved Kenmer. I think he's very sweet. We're gonna put Emmeline with Kenmer and Kim. Believe this would probably be Lady Irene. Love Lady Irene. But she did cause so many issues, so we're actually gonna put Lady Irene in C tier. Lawrence, the boy Lawrence. Lawrence is a B tier character. Hope he comes back. I'm just not the biggest Lawrence girly. If he had more growth, if he were around ever, I'd probably like him a lot more in my street. But he is literally in, I think, maybe 2 seasons, which is really funny because he's such an important and main character in Diaries. I guess they're giving him the Garth treatment for Diaries, where they kind of threw Garth away for 80 or so odd episodes and went, you're gonna see him maybe sprinkled in once or twice. And we only get like a sprinkling of Lawrence. It's funny as hell. I Oh my gosh, is this Layla, the new principal? I found her super bothersome. Yeah. Levin! I'm an OG Levin and Malachi girly. He's gonna go in C, because he's really only just like a real estate agent. That's his thing. This is Lily. This is the whole other yin to this one yang. Do I like her? Leo Shant. I love Leo Shant in the few episodes of Diary season 3 we got, but we really know nothing about him. We get him for maybe 2 episodes in Emerald Secret. So we're gonna pop him and see. Lucinda. Lucinda is S tier. Lucinda is incredible. She is just such a strong, independent woman. I love that she is probably going to be going through a whole journey of her own because she's lost that main part of her own character, which is her magic, and I cannot wait to see what they do with that. Luca. I miss you, Luca. Come home. The kids miss you too. Mac. Mac just could not take no for an answer, and brother, you gotta learn how to do that. That's how you be an adult. Malachi's gonna go and see, because again, we see him, the brothers. That's actually my Twitter handle. Not my Twitter handle, my Twitter like. My personal Twitter icon. So if you're on app Twitter and you see this photo, liking or commenting, that's me. Maria. Maria's Dante and Jean's mom. We get her for maybe 3 seconds, so we're gonna put her there. Maria's growth is insane. I love Maria. We do get the inkling that she might like Aaron, but I don't think that's like actually the case. I think she actually doesn't, and it's just that she doesn't like that there is an outsider in the pack. Marsh. Marsh is Reese's brother. He's part of Mod Mod World, which, if you've not watched Mod Mod World, I really do recommend it. I love Mod Mod World. We get him for 2 episodes, as you can see. Same with McLeod, which that's part of Minecraft Isles, which you should totally watch. Melissa. Melissa is going in A tier. Don't mind the people yelling in the background. And yelling is stops when back. Michi. Girl, get your shit together. You have purple hair, goddammit. Especially because it's so weird. In season 2 of Finish Up High, she was normal, and then suddenly she's insane and obsessed with Aaron. Where did that come from? Like, girl. Nate! I love Nate. Nate's so funny. Putting him here. Wait, where's Guy? He's actually gonna go with Guy. Oh, Guy's not. I don't want to push Guy off, but I guess what with Luca. Nicole was annoying. I'm not going to apologize for that. Nicole. No, no, girly, please. Nicole's my favorite character. Oh, I can't do that. She's literally not in the show. I'm going to put her with Cadenza because these are literally my girls. And I miss them, and I really wish they would have been utilized more. Rachel. Almost every scene that Rachel has, I just am messing up. Rachel has, as it goes on, breaks my heart because she's just mean in the beginning and then she's being silly with Melissa, but then in all her scenes in When Angels Fall genuinely break me apart inside. And like when we see with Aaron, his last memory when he sees his mom is dead, you just get that kills me every single time. Who are you? Are you Ryder? Is that your name? I think you're Ryder. That should be who you are. No, are you Raven? Who are you? Give me 3 seconds. Okay, this is Raven. I think Raven is one of Blaze's friends. He's in the Heartbreak episode of Phoenix Drop High, which is the same one that Fenrir and I'm forgetting the other guy's name right now. He's gonna go and see, we really know nothing about him. Reese. We see him for more than a few episodes, so Reese is going in B tier. So I love Reese. This is Tara. Wait, is this Alina or is this Tara? That's Renee. That's Alina, yeah. Get excited for that though, because can we see Renee, quote unquote, for like 3 episodes? This is Ryder, yes. Ryder. No, you're not that bad. You're going with Jackson. These people. I don't know why I dislike Lily so much compared to Alex. I think Lily did a lot more. And I don't like that she was manipulating Aaron's feelings. That upset me. Violet. A tier with the rest of the trio. Sasha. Sasha's great. She's very funny. I like that she reads Aphmau's palm. It was funny in season one of my Finished My Pie. I believe her name is Silverwind. I know like genuinely zero about her. So see here. This is Stitch. It's the other dog from Love Love. That when this model was introduced, we also got this, and that's Stitch. There's a puppy. This is Stitch's owner. It's just a girl that Garth again couldn't get. Tragic. Jeez. I think your name is Sven? I believe he's the one that speaks to Aphmau when Balto and Aaron are fighting. Sylvana. Oh, I just fully dropped her. Oh, I clicked the middle of my mouse. Sylvana is one of the funniest characters in the entire show. I will not move her down at all. I believe her name is Tatiana. She's in Emerald Secret. She's pretty cool. I like that she is weirdly into Aaron. It's very funny. Tiani. Or Tiani, sorry. Tiani goes here. Love you, Tiani. Tara also goes in A tier. Love Tara. I think she's one of the most supportive and go-getter girls in the show. She is all there for Aphmau when she needs her. She's being bullied in Falcon Claw. And I just love to see it. I realize you can see my tags. So there's going to be a weird crop on this because you do not need to see my bookmarks. But yeah. Terry! Terry's a great guy. I wish he was in it more. I think him. Is he the highest of the dads? No, it's Eric. Because he should be. I'm so sad he's dead. He really, the second they removed Michael from him and how upset he got knowing it would go to Travis, I believe he was a great father. And I hope Travis knows that. I hate you so much. Toby! I love Toby. He's a man trying to do his job. There's a lot of people that do that. And I think his redemption and him coming to terms with it all. And my computer just started dying. Alright, here we are. And this is our official ranking of it all for the characters. Now, on to the other bit of it, which is seasons. It's the seasons of Mystreet. Alright, here we are. So this is someone else's ranking list. It's all the seasons. They're not in order in this list, but that's fine. So, graduation days. I think this is... It's alright. It's alright, honestly. Falcon Claw is pretty good. I quite liked it. I love the development of the characters a little more. I love we get to see Gareth really, really strong and how that does impact him because this should have impacted them, this testing. So I'm glad we do get to see it in the end. At least season 1. It could be redone. Watching it is cute. It's Mystreet. It's the original season. I remember being so excited in 2015 when it came out. I was over the moon. I thought it was the cutest thing in the world. I loved it. But looking back, it is dated. Its references are now on the cringe side because they're so old. But it does still have a place in my heart. I will always love it. I don't think any of them are going to go in this, even if they are cringe. Love Paradise. That is my favorite of all the seasons of like slice of life stuff because I'd say season 1, 2, and 3 is pretty slice of life because even the breakup, that's normal. That's part of it. That's sometimes part of what life is, and sometimes you get back to that person, and they do in the end. So I think that's the best of slice of life seasons. Lover's Lane. Lover's Lane. teeters between pretty good and they're alright. But for the semblance of it being the Mystreet anniversary, I will put everything in the positive side, and it will be put in pretty good season. Emerald Secret. That is, I think these two, for me, seasons 2 and 4, are tied for my favorite season of all time. Because this is Slice of Life, and this is where it gets serious, and I love the use of the Final Fantasy music. I love the way the story's told. I love it, again, that it's Aaron. I love a man who yearns, a man who yearns, a man who earns, and he really does in this season. Starlight. I love the proposal. I love the reunion. It's gonna go, like, in front of everything else. That's, like, where it stands. It's bordering God tier. I was gonna put a positive spin on it all, but I do not view it with the same love and admiration as I look at Love Paradise and Old Secret. I think it's great, I really do, but it's just not on that level for me. When Angels Fall. I don't really want to watch this ever again. It broke my heart. It was horrible. But in all seriousness, obviously it's in Godlike. The whole thing is incredible. It's literally the whole cusp of it all. It's the climax within this. I'm so excited to see where this goes, and if it does come out today, I'm super excited. But I just have to wait. And I've already waited, what, 5 years? I can wait longer if they need me to for the last season. I can wait. I've waited fucking like 7 for Diaries to come back. And if it doesn't, I'll still be waiting because I have attachment issues. Now, the big move, it's dated, is all it is. I don't need to ever watch it again, but it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Same with the. No, actually, it could be redone. I think there could be things better improved in this. Graduation Days. It's alright. That's it. It's alright. Season 1 is in the same. Finish Rap High is in the same realm as my season 1. It's great. Looking back, it's so nostalgic. It makes me smile. But there are parts where I'm like, okay, it's a bit dated. Season 2. I loved Season 2 of Finish Rap High. I think it's incredibly done. The growth of it all is great. I love if you watch it like in order of like chronological times. This to this is insane, and then like Finish Rap High 1 to season 2 is insane, and going to Graduation Days. Where is that? I forgot about that. Here. It was really good, and then going from that, because it's great, but then this starts, and it's like, it takes off in such a way where it's even better. Alrighty, so here again is the official kind of ranking of it all. It's great. I don't really care if you have your own rankings. Feel free. You can talk to me about it in the comments. So once again, happy 10th anniversary to Mystreet. This is genuinely one of my favorite things in the world. So yeah, hope you guys really like this video. Like if you want. If you comment, I'll respond to all of them. It's kind of my thing. So yeah, hope you guys like this. If you want, subscribe, help the channel, I guess. And I'm thinking about doing a lovely little iceberg on FMO stuff, so maybe that's in store. Check it out if you want. I have been Grammar Girl. I will see you guys later.